Hey everybody, this is Dylan with BaySportsBuzz. Thanks for dropping by. We got the first win of the year, 139 to 104. Was a blowout. If you watched the first quarter, you were very frustrated, as I was too. But you know it's going to happen. Your first game in the NBA for the season starting. And what a rebound. What a rebound. We shoot 20 of 48 from three. Field goal, 48 of 93, 51%. 23 of 30 made from free throws. Rebounds, we beat them out, and they're a way taller team than us. I understand that we've always been a really good rebounding team, but that just goes to show we got 15 more rebounds than them. We had 57, they had 42. Offensive rebounds, we had 15. It's just good to see. Defensive rebounds, 42. And then when you look at this ball movement that this club's doing right now, it's fantastic. It's beauty, poetry on the basketball court. And not a lot of teams are going to do this, but 38 assists tonight. I understand we're playing the Portland Trail Blazers. I get it. But just to see how together this team is and how the ball moves with them out there, it's like everybody can eat. Anyone can eat. And I do want to mention this because I think it's something that most NBA teams are not going to have this season. And you're going to have some star that's different on this team every single night. Sure, you may have like 2 or 3 nights of Andrew Wiggins being your number 2. But then you might have, I don't know, you could throw any name really out here. You could have a Jonathan Kuminga have a great night. He may be your number 2 one night. You could have a Buddy Hield like he had 22 points tonight with 15 minutes on the floor. He could have a night, and he could be your number 2. And as we all saw, if you watch the game, Steph Curry didn't even have to play the fourth quarter. Sat mid of the third quarter. That won't be the same probably against Utah. However, it's just a different style of play, and it's different than any other team in the league. Most teams, they're going to have, you got to guard, for example, we're going to use the Suns, for example. You got to watch Kevin Durant. You got to watch Booker. And then, from also three-point line, you're going to maybe pay attention to Grayson Allen here and there, right? With the Dubs, Curry's the man, but everyone except for Trace and maybe Looney is a sniper from 3. Even Draymond can hit his threes when he wants, And that says something about this team, and that's why you're going to have certain nights where this guy's going to be your number 2, and then another guy's going to be your number 2. We may not have a set in stone number 2 this year, and we might. Someone may develop into it. Andrew Wiggins looks phenomenal, in 23 minutes of play, he has 20 points. I'm not reading too much into it, though, because it is the Portland Trail Blazers at the end of the day. But it's just something that you guys got to look forward to, because this team, anyone can eat, and it's a team that if other teams can't match the pace of play that we play with, we're going to be a real big problem. And not only that, the three-pointers, if you can't keep with us shooting-wise, it's going to really be a problem. I mean, you saw they sat pretty much everybody and put in, they got to play everyone tonight. Everyone tonight, okay? I get it. Like I said, it's Portland Trail Blazers, whatever. But still, even you have a Lindy Waters that puts up 8 points in 5 minutes, All of these guys could play. And on nights where we don't have 1 or 2 people, this specific team, whereas in other NBA teams you may be worried, this team I'm not really that worried. If Steph Curry doesn't play a game or 2, I am not really that worried. You can't say that about a lot of teams in the NBA. And you just saw, once the bench got in, the elevation of play, it's amazing. And they're so in sync with each other. We're going to have turnovers because we play fast. We're going to have turnovers because of the style we played in the last 10 years, However, This coaching staff is building a team that most teams don't play like and most teams aren't prepared for. And you just got to love to see it. This Warriors team is going to be really good. We're sleepers. Hopefully we, clean up the first 10 games of the season. They're really important to us. I think where we really need to focus is when we are playing, and this is just my personal opinion, but when we get back home and we play, I for some reason I don't think the Clippers is going to be that much of a matchup for us. I think it's going to be more of New Orleans. Like I said in my previous video, the back-to-back to beat them twice is going to be tough, but we're going to have all hands on deck. And these first 2 games are so-so, but playing the Clippers, New Orleans back-to-back, those are going to be the games right there that if we play and, play at a blowout rate or whatever, you're going to really start liking your team, I really would want to see 5-0. If we're 4-1, it is what it is, but this team is really good, man, and there's a lot to look forward to. From a coaching staff point, I don't understand, where your head's at after this game, because I'm not going to lie, the starters kind of looked flat, but it is the first game of the season. You can't beat that up too much. However, the minute distribution was pretty good among most players. You had 6 players play 20 minutes, and then after that, you had really 7 players play 20 minutes basically, and then after that, you had 3 players playing 15, 2 playing 14, and then the bench all got 5 minutes. So it's a good distribution of minutes. However, it's just, who do you play on certain nights and who do you don't? This is going to probably be the question that we won't have answers to for, the first 20 games of the season. We don't know how long it'll take for them to get their rotations completely down and who's going to really be part of the starting lineup. I can see this starting lineup being something. However, Kuminga didn't have a good game, right? It just looked like the ball movement in the first quarter was really it almost looked stiff. They didn't know where to go. Holding on to the ball too long, and cutting wasn't really happening. And then when it was happening, balls were getting turned over because nobody could grab the ball. That first quarter was a little worrisome for sure. I was like, oh my gosh. But at least we locked in after we came out. Third quarter, everything looked better, more in sync. So hopefully that the third quarter of play and on carries over to this next game. Utah will be a different type of challenge for us. Hopefully we can stop Lauri Markkanen. It'd be nice for our defense to lock down and maybe, keep him under 20 points. It'd be nice just to see that and that effort. I understand he, plays all over the floor and he shoots from everywhere, but just to see the effort would be nice. I even think Trace had a good game. Not as many rebounds as normal from him. However, 14 points, it's nice to see from him. And last comment, which I don't think I've made, is I think they did a really good job getting to the line tonight. Our Warriors are not normally the team that gets the call. We don't normally get to the line that much. And even I think Steph Curry went to the line twice as well. So it's just, and if you know the history on that, Steph Curry never gets calls. So he's just one of those stars that doesn't. So it's good to see we were getting somewhat of a friendly whistle tonight. And man, be proud of your Warriors. 1-0, start of the season. I'll probably be back with a pregame on Friday, and yeah, definitely be happy for this squad. We are locked in and ready to go, and I'll be here for every pre and post game. So check in with me, watch the videos, give me a like, subscribe, please. Appreciate it. Hope you all have a great night. Peace.